Previously on Roddy Radio.
I always liked that. So like your podcast has always been even when it was like Altarrero, it was always like I don't want to label it, but like more like the black sheep in the industry. You know what I mean? I'm saying like it's always been different. Like it's not followed like a format. It's been like guest wise and like topic wise. It's always been like different.
I'll be honest with you. Yeah, if anybody won, finger quotes, won the podcasting war, it's you, dude. You are taking full advantage of the podcast space by doing it uncensored and with a cast of characters, the likes of which Idaho Falls has never seen and didn't know they had. And that's all thanks to you.
I fucking hate that fuck-ass podcast.
It's no big deal. You know what I think it is, too? A big part of it?
What?
Location.
Location, do you think so?
Because it's too far away from everything.
Everything's on this side.
At that time, though?
Well, yeah.
Everything's on this side in the daytime. If it was like closer to downtown,
yeah, people
would stop by.
Yeah.
Pero para venirte hasta acá y luego ponerte pedo and then going all the way back?
That's true.
I think that's a big part of it.
Do you think more of like our Hispanic people live on that side than they do on this side?
No, because there's the trailer parks over here.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, you're right.
I think it's that, and then just they lost a lot of momentum from being closed that whole time.
True. Yeah.
But oh well. I'm like, it's also not like my passion project. It's just a little extra money when there is. Mm-hmm. I used to hate DJs, sonideros, because they would make a lot of money and they would never practice like we did.
Yeah.
I was like, how's that fool making more money than I am, or the same money as I am?
Yeah, because they're not actually playing.
Yeah, when we practice twice a week and we fucking get it together for this.
Yeah.
So yeah. So now I've become what I hated for so long.
You even quit doing what you did love, huh? You still play? Oh yeah, no.
Well, I haven't been in a band in forever.
Yeah.
I don't like playing anymore though.
No.
Because I'm not good. Because I lost it.
Yeah.
I think the talent left my body.
The talent left your body.
If it was ever there.
The talent never came to me.
Yeah, you can't hold a tune ni nada, huh?
No. I can't sing. I can't play like anything artistic. I can't. I used to draw when I was little.
Say, did you?
Yeah, I used to draw. Like I used to get 10s. Like saco un 10.
Oh, like way back when.
In Mexico.
Cuando te dan 10?
Yeah.
How come you didn't keep drawing? You should draw right now. You just tell people that you drew the art here.
I didn't.
Just say
when people are like, "Oh, you
saying.
painted," and I'm like, "I did, but not the logos and the fruit."
Just tell them you did.
Yeah. No.
Just lie.
I can't.
Just blatantly lie.
I can't take I can't take credit for Jesse's work. He did really good. He's done a lot of the work like at all over town.
Oh, see?
Yeah, like
where else?
There's murals. I want to say, what's that street like with the bridge, the one that people always like hit? You know, underneath.
Oh, the low one?
That
low one where the trailers always get stuck?
Yeah, there's a whole like mural right there.
Really? I never even noticed.
Yeah.
And remember they redid it a few years ago and like the first day someone hit it right away?
Yeah.
It was funny.
Yeah. Also, there's the mural too. I think he did that one over by the Franklin's.
Oh, by the Franklin's hot dogs?
Yes, that one. Yeah. That
Have you ever been in there? Maddie says there's a shit ton of MAGA stuff in there.
Yeah, I've seen you can see it when you're out there, but
that's crazy.
Never been in there. Mm-mm.
So, are you scared of these situations right now with the MAGAs and the ICE and everything? Are you scared yet?
Yes. Like I mean, it's horrible that it's happening. I just stay away, I guess. You know, and like I've told you before, like it's hard to be loud about stuff. And we need to be loud about it because it's not okay what's happening. I'm not quiet about it anymore, but it's still like it's horrible that it's happening.
It's just I don't think
I like even like your skin color doesn't matter what color you are. You're still like you still should be worried about it, you know? And my kid the other day, we were driving home and right by our house, I didn't even see the person, but she's like, "Mama, I saw a Mexican." And I was like, "Okay, we're Mexican. Like, what does that have to do with it?" You know? And I don't talk to her about like anything going on because I don't like to worry my kids. I just kind of let it happen, you know. I mean, if the situation, like if the conversation happens like it did, then we talk about it. Yeah, but I don't bring it up to them because I don't like to worry about them. And she goes, I'm praying for him, Mom. I'm praying for that Mexican. And I was like, we're Mexican. Like, and she always calls me a knockoff Mexican. But she was like,
Mexican from Wish.
yeah. And she goes, it's sad what's happening, Mom. I hope they don't get him. And I'm like, Mija, you don't have to worry about it. It's okay. She's like, no, but it's really sad what they're going through. And I'm like, well, you know, like, we have to worry about it too. And she's like, why? We were born here. And I said, Mija, but you look Mexican. And she's like, well, at least I don't have to worry about you. And I'm like, it doesn't matter, like, whether you look it or not, you know?
I mean, there's the 2 dead people in Minnesota were they were white.
Right. Yeah. And you know, it's horrible. Like, I always try to see every side of the story, you know, every side to every story. I do. Like with, what's her name? Good, right? The lady, Renee Good. So when that happened, I'm like, I could see where they're like feeling threatened because she was in a vehicle, but you can clearly see her tires are moved the other way, you know, but they can say whatever because she was in a vehicle. But what's their excuse on the other
They unarmed
shooting?
him first, and then they shot him.
Yeah, like,
They took his gun
he had a
first.
gun and it was in his holster.
was
He never
holstered.
took it out. He had his phone in his hand, and then he was trying to like defend somebody. Like, he wasn't attacking anybody. He wasn't being violent. They clearly, like, you see it. I don't care what angle you're at. He was not threatening nobody.
Yeah. And there's so many guys on him at that point. Like, if he's really a threat, freaking cuff him.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Cuff him and take him in.
And then I know there's like a lot of people on the left saying, well, like, you guys were cheering, you know, the other guy years ago when he brought a gun.
Yeah.
And I don't even give a shit about that. Like, he had a gun because he's allowed to carry a gun. He had like his concealed permit. Okay, but he didn't take it out.
He did it the right way.
Yeah.
Everybody keeps talking about doing things the right way, and then they do, and they still get fucked.
And he didn't take it out. He wasn't waving it in the air. He wasn't trying to threaten anybody. He literally was capturing a moment that was going on, defending somebody, which I would have even done, you know? But it's crazy. It's really sad. It's so sad that it's going on in our world right now.
And that's the thing, like, I don't think it's going to happen here, hopefully, to that extent, because we are in a red state.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of funny how that works. Like it sucks living in a red state, but at the same time, I feel like that's what's one thing that's going to protect us.
Mm-hmm.
But, and also because aquí ya saben, like, they know they need everybody here. Like this, like maybe your average Joe racist doesn't
Mm-hmm.
or doesn't want to admit it, but
Mm-hmm.
like everybody important, they know they need the workers here.
Yeah.
And you know what? And it's not even just those, like, everybody right away is like, oh, the field workers and the fucking, and it's like, it's not even that. I remember, like, when I worked at the call center way back, like 2006 probably, like 20 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, en este tiempo que was Bush, and they were, something was going on too. I don't even remember what exactly it was, but there was some protest going on.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, so a bunch of us were like, should we go? Should we ditch work and go? Like, and I remember we were all sitting in a circle, and we're all, like, tethered to our computers. We're working computer work, like office work.
Yeah.
And I remember I told everybody, I was like, you know why por eso, like, that's why people are so against us right now. They're starting to get scared because they're seeing this newer generation of people that we're not working in the fields and we're not working in las bodegas ni nada.
Yeah.
It's like we're getting these slightly better jobs.
Yeah. Getting educated. And yeah, because that's what our parents told us our whole life.
Exactly. And most everybody there was in college at the time. And
like,
stuff,
no
so
te quiero trabajando en el field como nosotros, you know? That's literally what my parents would say all the time. They even told me, like, we don't want you to have a restaurant. Like, we don't want you to grow up working as hard as we do. They always said that.
Yeah.
Like,
they wanted you to get an education.
Yeah.
Do something else.
I mean, they didn't really believe in college. My parents didn't, but I know a lot of, like, other families, and that's literally, like, the Hispanic culture is like, we don't want you working as hard as we did.
And let's look at that too. Like, eso tampoco valió de nada, because I'm not worried about me or my brother that live here. But my oldest brother lives in Minnesota, Minnesota. So it's like that stuff is close to home for him.
Right. Yeah.
It's been months ago that he sent me the picture of a Mexican store that's closed. That's like it's
business.
open for business, but it's like knock or call first. Like pretty much you have to set up an appointment. To go in and buy stuff because ICE is hassling people in the store. And and then his daughters don't have licenses because I don't know why, and so they're super dependent. That's a whole other thing too. Is like the generations now are so dependent on their parents. Like our generation was like just raring to get their license. We wanted to go out and get jobs and not be at the house and not be dependent on our parents for anything.
Be independent so much. Yeah.
And these girls aren't, and so they're like, so my brother takes them to work, and so they're like, yeah, just drop us off and go right home. And it's like my oldest brother is like the most law abiding out of all of us. He's well educated. He's been working his college degree for years and years now, and he's got to be scared of fucking shit.
Right.
It's fucking bullshit. ¿De qué le sirvió tanto estudiar if he's being treated
the same?
It's what I always say. They're always going to treat us all the same. They see us all the same.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how light skinned or dark skinned we are. We're not them.
Exactly.
And they know it, and they fucking want to do that. And that's what I've gotten a few messages by now on the page, like why I'm not really sharing stuff on like the podcast page anymore, like on Instagram. And I'm like, because what's the point? I don't have to. You're seeing it from everybody else. Everybody's sharing it. There's no need for me to raise awareness anymore. The awareness is there, but you still don't give a shit.
Right.
No one fucking gives a shit still. So why am I going to waste my time with that?
I think I commented on, it might have been one of your things. Like, I've learned that no matter how many times you share or try to like make people see what's actually happening, like, you're not going to change people's mind. Yeah. They're going to choose whatever they're going to choose until it affects them. Yeah. They don't give a shit what you have to say or what you have to show them until it affects them. Like, there was was it you that sent me that, or I just ran into it? It was like some Cubans or Puerto Ricans that it was like a song. This lady made a song like "Vote for Trump," like with a boat.
Oh, uh-huh.
And now her husband is being detained by ICE, and I'm like, and they thought, like, a lot of the comments said, oh, they thought like they were better because they're light skinned. Yeah. And Trump doesn't give a shit, dude. He doesn't give a shit about you. If he feels any way threatened, because that's what it is. He feels threatened by us because we're the minority. And
I've always said we're the majority of the minority. We're the biggest minority.
Yes.
Especially when you stop grouping them as just Mexicans and it's like Latinos.
Latinos,
like,
yeah.
From everywhere, from freaking desde Cuba, de Puerto Rico, Venezuela.
Yeah.
Like, and they're scared of people that talk Spanish for whatever.
Yeah. And like, I'm not a citizen yet. I'm here the correct way. I didn't come here the correct way because I was a child. I was brought here illegally, and I'm not ashamed of that. Like, how I am the person I am because I got given a hard life. I was brought up in a very hard life, and I knew that I had to step up and prove myself my whole life until I became a resident. I had to be better, not necessarily better, but I just had to do things the right way and made sure that I never did anything to be scared to be sent back. And it's sad. I mean, I grew up that way, but that's what it made me who I am. And when people know me, they're like, well, you're not like them. You say that just because I don't look like them. It's not because.
But they don't know how. And that's the same thing. And they've done it with black people forever too. Like, the blacker the black person is, the more hood they are. Igual con los mexicanos, lo más preto que estamos, it means the more freaking barrio we are. The more freaking desmadroso we are. That fucking doesn't matter. Yeah. And there's people of all types, white, light skinned homies that are freaking pieces of shit. Yeah. And there's dark skinned people that are really, on the top of their game. Yeah. But again, they don't fucking care. They don't give a shit. And so I don't know. It's just, I don't see the point of sharing stuff anymore. Because I used to share stuff when nobody else was sharing stuff. Right. To raise that awareness. Like, look at this. But now they're the right, the MAGAs, all the whatever you want to call them, they're seeing video after video of
and they're
US
still
citizens.
finding
Yep.
and they're still
US
finding an
citizens.
excuse to say
Yep.
why, and we
being
just
mistreated, children being locked up and stuff, and
yeah,
they're still,
they don't give a
yeah.
shit. They should have came here the legal way.
And a lot of them did. It's like they're citizens. They were born
Yes.
in a normal, like...
Yes, it's just because
and
they look
still-
Mexican.
Mhm.
But it's like, it's not even that, dude. Like, in different places, like I feel here in Idaho Falls, somebody posts about something like that on a public page, and you get half and half,
Yeah.
half the people. But you post it in Blackfoot, and Blackfoot has the most Mexicans around here, the most Latinos. And that's where people
everyone's a
are
hater.
so racist there. Like, it's so bad. There's so many people on there, like, I see maybe 1 or 2 out of 20 comments be, humanitarian. And that's literally what it is. It's not even like defending the side we're on. It's being human, like a good human. So, I don't know.
It's the candlelight vigil they organized last. I think they did it yesterday for the people who have died
On
at the
Sunday,
hands
yeah.
of ICE.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, and then I saw a shit ton of people talking shit on that on
Mm-hmm.
Facebook on like why would you do this, like this stupid, and
Yeah.
and I'm like, a couple months ago they did one for Charlie Kirk.
Yeah.
And I thought that was stupid, but I kept it to myself because I'm like, you know what, people,
Yeah.
like that's like I'm gonna be respectful of something like that.
Right.
A candlelight vigil. It's not even a protest. It's nothing. It's like a mourning thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So why like I personally think it's ridiculous to mourn Charlie Kirk because we didn't know him personally,
Yeah.
but I'm not gonna freaking.
Right.
I'm gonna try to ridicule them for it.
Exactly. And it's a lot of people that did that were on that side. I mean, obviously it's like it's left or right. That's what it is.
Yeah.
The right they were on his side. And it's crazy to me. Like I never sat there and be like, well, good thing he got shot, or like I never felt like, I don't think any human should get shot. I mean, unless it was Hitler, but but regardless
And
of
you know
that,
what's weird in comments and even locally, speaking of Hitler, so many people that are like, they're fucking straight up Nazis and pro-Nazism and stuff. It's like, I didn't think that was still a thing. And then I've seen things where like people share something, stupid Glenn Beck that I follow, and I actually just barely shared one of his posts on my Facebook because and I follow him because he's a right-wing guy. And he did this was the one I shared. It says, we Mexicans are reclaiming our territory. These quotes prove an immigration scam. It's his proof of an invasion. And I was like, oh no, they're onto us. But there was another one where he's been posting where it's like, this is the beginning of the second Holocaust, and I don't even know what he means by that. But so many people in the comments that are like, prove to me that there was a first Holocaust, and I'm like, what?
wow.
Holocaust deniers are fucking. It's weird to me.
Wow.
Like, how are you gonna think that wasn't a real thing? But and of course we get the ignorant people like the one I freaking sent you. Let's talk about that guy. What was that guy's name here? Fucking Victor just reposted him too, because he's in a band. Oh, he didn't even tag because they deleted that one now.
Yeah.
So I saved a few other ones and I like sent it to Brandt because Brandt was the one that started like hey,
Commenting.
hey, fucking everybody go and fucking post chud on this guy and this. And like all the musicians from around here started talking shit, and they're like, "Yeah, we don't want you in the fucking scene and all this." So I'm like, before he takes it down, I'm gonna go look for some other shit. The original video, that one was where he said, "What did it say?" I don't remember what it was. Just letters, right? And it said, "I just realized the right is called the right because we want them to come in the illegals to come in the right way."
Yeah. Yeah.
And then on his guitar, he was diddling around, and then he started playing La Cucaracha on it. And I was like, how fucking racist can you be, motherfucker?
Yeah. And
Like,
that's...
to play like a stereotypical Mexican song when you're talking about immigration. Immigration is not just Mexicans.
Exactly.
It's like,
Exactly.
what a piece of shit this guy is. But I saved this other one. I didn't show it to you because I want to show it to you on the show.
Man, that orange chicken is fire. Anyways, today's your daily reminder that systemic racism doesn't exist in America. Prove me wrong.
Okay.
So as soon as I saw that, like, the other one was deleted, I sent that one to Brant, and I was like, check this out, Brant. Like, he deleted the other one, but this one still exists. So he immediately posted it, and everybody's posting, talking shit on him again there. And, like, he's on a podcast, too. They have a little right-wing podcast that I, like, started digging a little bit.
yeah, because I went to look at it, and I was like...
There's a problem, what you said right there. Like, girls don't want a relationship. Like, why are they flattering themselves thinking that we want a relationship with them because we ask them on one date?
I mean,
it's kind of crazy.
Guys are kind of like guilty of that too.
Plenty of guys definitely are thinking way far ahead.
Right.
I think all guys think far ahead. Some of them are actually trying to plan stuff, and that I understand. Like, stay away from those guys. Like, we're just chill, bro. Like, let's just go out and have fun. It's a group date. Stop stressing.
Right. And I feel like that's kind of just like the culture of being members of the church as well, where it's so ingrained in our heads that we need to get married and have a family as fast as possible that we take things super seriously when we should just be trying to have fun, you know? Try to create relationships, genuine relationships.
Yeah.
And that explains a lot, just them being members of the church. They're fucking, they go to BYUI, so it's like college students are some of the most insufferable people that think they think they're better than everybody. And like, I think I went through it too when I was in college. Everyone does. But it's even worse when you're going to BYUI. Because now not only are you like, think you're smarter than everybody, you also think you're more righteous than everybody. And this fucking yellow ass, white tee, red hat wearing motherfucker talking about relationships. Do you think he looks, I mean, look at him.
I don't know who wants to date him, but...
And they have to date him. He's like, I don't want a relationship. I just want to go out. I'm like,
Okay.
all right, cool.
You know, it's crazy because... So my kids have some friends in the neighborhood, and they're actually hanging out right now. And I invited them over so we could take them out for McDonald's. When I had surgery, like the mom, she actually went and took me dinner that like a couple days after my surgery. And, you know, she checked on me a couple times, and it was nice. Like, she's a little bit older than me. She's got 10 kids, and you can tell, like, you know, I thought they were, like, super Mormon. According to her, they're not, but they were just talking about like the kids in the back. I could hear them, you know, like talking about the temple and like how they went to church, or like her sister got married and stuff. But they actually they've talked to my kids more about the stuff going on right now than I've talked to them about it, and it made me like want to. I think that's why I took them today. I was like, hey, do you want to like send your kids over and I'll take them to dinner. And I even bought them ice cream because, I don't know, in the world we live right now, it feels like they're trying to separate us, okay? And, like, when I see white people, it's kind of scary. Like, what are they thinking about me because I'm Mexican, you know? What are they thinking about my kids? And it's so nice to have this family include my kids with them and then be nice to them. And actually include them. And they've talked about, like, how they didn't vote for Trump. And I was like, it's kind of, like,
they almost
crazy.
make a point of, like, letting you know, like,
yeah,
hey,
yeah. And they didn't
them.
say nothing to me. And I didn't have time to send her a message, but I wanted to actually send her a message and say, hey, thank you for like, teaching your kids to be nice to other kids, regardless of their race. Yeah. You know, and regardless of their religion, because it seems like most LDS around here, you know, have gone right. So I don't know. It's really nice to know that there's people that are not,
regardless of other things like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm thankful for people like that. And yeah, I was like, maybe I'm being a little emotional because today I sent a couple messages to people. Like, I don't know. Remember when I had my other surgery? Like, I feel like within that week, and you're like, it has to do with the anesthesia. And I'm like, maybe the anesthesia started to wear out 3 months later.
Yeah, you're getting all emotional.
Yeah, I was getting emotional today.
Because surprisingly amount of people that I've taken to the hospital for surgeries and stuff, and they always cry and stuff after.
Really? And I didn't.
Like
This time I didn't. And I haven't cried. Like, it was a little different this time. But yeah, no, finally today is like, I sent a few messages out like, hey, I love you, and just so you know, like, I'm thankful for you, and like, I was thinking of that. I was going through my head, and I'm like, I need a message, you know, the kids' mom, and let them know, like, thank you. And
what'd she say?
I haven't messaged her. I haven't messaged her because I didn't have time. I was literally dropped them off as soon as I because I saw what time it was, and I'm like, I got to be over there by 6. And yeah, and she told me like she could go pick up my kids, and I'm like, dude, her kids, as much as she like allows, she has such a like free parenting style. Like her kids are good kids, and it's usually like it's really weird to see that, because usually when there's parents that don't care and they don't like, they're not helicopter parents like I am. I don't consider myself super
I don't think you are. You let
I'm
them
not.
kind of be free.
I do, but I feel like I'm very strict at the same time, and I expect a lot from my kids. And like I just see the way she just like lets them run free with like doesn't even ask where they're at and stuff, and I'm like, they're really good kids. I
trust them?
Yeah, I trust them, and they're okay to be in my house for the most part. Or like,
is that kid I saw one time, or is that someone else?
With my son?
Yeah,
I think so.
I kept telling
he hangs out with them all
your
the time.
son to take his boyfriend upstairs and stop bothering me.
Yeah,
like, he's not my boyfriend.
I think so. Yeah, yeah. And
he's a good kid. He's funny.
My daughter, she's 11, and the little girls, they're probably like 5 and 8. And she's always with them. She's not with kids her age. She hangs out with like older kids, but then like she just like tags along with these kids like out of nowhere. And she's like, "Hey, can the girls come over? Hey," and like I'm thinking like they're her age. They're little, and she just like has conversations with them, and she just acts like she's the mom. I don't know. Like it's crazy. It's nice, and they get along every day. Because it's. She's not that she struggles. She finds friends everywhere she goes, but there's always drama. And with those kids, there's no drama. So
it's
that's
like
nice.
What you were saying though was, it's funny how like all this is it is kind of turning us into racists, because I kind of see white people too, and I'm always like kind of weary. But you know what's funny? Who's that?
My kid probably.
Oh, I was like, because it's not saved.
Yeah. Let me just tell her. Hey. No, but Carrie's gonna pick you up. Okay. Okay. Love you. Bye.
But yeah, it's like when I see white people, I'm also a little weary right now.
Yeah.
So it's like then I feel like the racist. I'm like, not every white person is a fucking hater.
No.
But you know what's funny? What I kind of come to realize too, though, again, like reading all these Facebook comments on different things, like they're always making fun of like white people, like, oh, the white woman with the blue hair and the nose ring and shit like that. And I'm like, it's funny because like if I see a white person that looks like that, I'm like, probably I trust them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like they're the good ones.
Yeah. Because they're not.
Because
in
you know
this
they're
bubble.
gonna be,
Yeah, they're not in this bubble that they believe like everything should be, Yeah.
And it's like they're probably on my side on these opinions.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny is if it wasn't because of this, a lot of those people probably wouldn't be like we probably wouldn't have a lot of the same ideals. But there's a difference between different ideals and just straight up right and wrong is what I keep saying. I'm like, right now it's just like who's not evil?
Yeah.
Who isn't upholding evil with the government and shit.
Yeah.
It's not just, well, your opinion is this on such and such. It's like, no, is it like, are you okay with people getting killed and children getting raped and shit?
I think the biggest thing to me is that I do not understand how many times they can tell you, well, they didn't come in the right way. They didn't do it the correct way. They're breaking the law. But why are you okay with Trump breaking the law?
Yeah. They all support a felon.
Exactly.
34 felonies.
Exactly.
And they all try to tell you, no, but it's like
and
he went through the court system and got.
And guess what? When Obama did it, and Obama was deporting all those people, he was deporting the people that deserved to be out of here. Because I've never been like, you know what? I've been here for so many years and illegally. If I was here 22 years illegally, and I didn't break any laws, I didn't
so
go.
You never got hassled.
No, and well, not just that, but like, I tried to prove myself, to be here the correct way. I went through the steps, to be here. And anybody that came here illegally or not, and is here breaking the law, fuck them. they can go back to where they came from.
Yeah.
I completely agree. They don't deserve to be here. If they're gonna break the law, then why be here? It's a privilege to be here. It's not a right. So if you're breaking the law, fuck you, go home.
And that's the thing. Like, if anything, like whenever they pull that, like, oh, Obama had the most record number of deportations, it's not the flex they think it is. Like, if anything, it goes to show you, like, okay, so that he was able to deport more people than any other president without bothering kids and families and just normal people.
Yeah.
That goes to show you that's saying something.
Yeah.
And this dude's not deporting a record number of people, but he's bothering and killing innocent people, and it's like,
and they had to go through the process, you know.
Yeah, it's the due process thing.
He also made it illegal during. I remember in his time, he made it illegal to get pulled over just because you looked Mexican.
Yeah, I remember that.
And
because things were bad after with George Bush because of the Patriot Act after 9/11. That's when they were able to like pretty much
profiling.
You look not white, racial profiling. You look not white.
Yeah.
But then Obama changed that.
Yeah.
And now this guy's just like,
they undid it.
Even worse, it's like not just pull him over, like go ahead and point a gun at them, go ahead and throw them on the ground, go ahead and rough them up. It's like, why?
Yeah.
And then I've seen the argument that the deaths of these people are not ICE's fault or Trump's fault. They're fucking the mayor of Minneapolis and the governor Tim Walz's fault because they told them to go out and incite violence. It's like,
you know what? Okay, so I just thought about something. I just seen I think it like in their meetings or whatever, they were asking about like how much ICE is getting paid to do all of this, and they were saying how they're getting $42,000 in what do you call that? Like, sorry, I'm so brain fog, but the like, you know, during Christmas time you get a bonus. They're getting a $42,000 bonus each person. Okay, they have all this money to give away to these people, but they didn't have it for our healthcare or for other things.
For kids' lunches.
Exactly. But they have, and they were saying the average bonus a person gets in the United States is $2,500. They're getting $42,000. Most people.
That's more than I make in a year.
Yes. Like in a year. And that's their bonus. I'm like, dude, we should just go sign up. You're a citizen. I don't think I can sign up, but
I'm also a felon though.
No. But they're taking anybody.
I can be president.
They're taking anybody.
Are they?
I'm sure they are. They don't even have to go through school or
am I pale enough right now because of the winter?
Who cares? Dude, you didn't see all
that's
those
true,
people
yeah.
like they're taking
Dude,
anybody.
Those are the worst. I hate the dudes pinches prietos like fucking cara de Speedy Gonzalez, and they're out there fucking detaining people. It's like, what the fuck?
I remember Miranda said something like that. Like, why don't we all like go and be part of it? You know? Yeah. Like, and help our own people. I don't know. Can we? Dude, I'd make more than I make here as a business owner.
Yeah, just do it for a while and then reopen with a shit ton of money backing it.
Yeah, there you go.
You'd be super
successful. Let's all be ICE agents.
God, man, that's crazy. 42. Like I said, I don't make that in a year.
It didn't talk about how much they're actually they're making. That's a bonus. Yeah. Like the bonus was $42,000, and I was like, wow, yeah. Me and my ex-husband didn't even make that.
All like put together.
While we were married. Yeah.
When I was wild. We made pretty good money together.
Yeah.
But like over than that, but not a lot.
Not a lot more.
We both always made about the same amount. Yeah. But she worked a lot more too. Yeah. Like, my job's kind of cool like that. I make okay, and I'm never at work. I'm always here.
Yeah, you're always here on this bench. No, but yeah, no, it's wild, all the stuff going on, and
it's sad
how it's separating us, you know. And it's not like
it's showing
red
people's
and blue.
True colors. Yeah, is the thing too. Like people are really, some people that you thought were cool. It's like, wow, you're not. Like, exactly. I really don't see how anyone can support it now. It's like, just admit you made a mistake in your vote, and let's try to fix this.
Take accountability.
The articles know they were right, and this is great, and this is making America great. It's like,
yeah,
I don't see how.
Mm-hmm.
And if they do start getting a shit ton of people out, what's going to happen to the economy?
That's another thing. Like, they don't think things through.
No.
They just think with their...
It's a lot of taxes that aren't going to be paid. Your government's not going to have the same amount of money.
Mm-hmm.
Stores are going to start shutting down.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And guess who's going to be able to buy stores as the super rich, that 1%.
Yeah.
And we're going to be even more in their power.
Exactly.
That's what's scary. It's all about money.
Yeah.
We should rob a bank.
I worked at a bank. It's not all that you think it is.
This one time I was at a
Not
bank,
like they do it in the movies anyways.
There was a teller that like she was helping. She had like this big handful of big wad of cash, all hundreds it looked like to me, and then like someone asked her for help, and so she just stopped and like held it over here and like, oh well, you just do this and this, and I'm just thinking like, if I snatch that, and I'm like, this is my side of town, like, and like I could just snatch that and run, they wouldn't find me in the alleys and shit. They don't know this town like I do. I should have done it. I always regret that I didn't do it.
There's cameras everywhere nowadays, and
yeah,
everybody knows you, and
oh well, that's the thing. I wouldn't stick around. I think I can be pretty clandestine.
I don't know.
Maybe not.
I
now.
don't think robbing a bank would get you anywhere.
I don't know.
I know how much money they keep, and it's not worth.
I'd feel a lot better about robbing a bank of $42,000 than I would signing up to do ICE shit for $42,000.
That's a good point.
It's all about my principles.
There you go.
Robbing a bank, do it. You're not harming anyone. Like I said, I would never steal from a person or like a small business. Like I wouldn't come in here and rob you.
Just JCPenney.
It's like exactly. It's like I still don't feel bad about that. They didn't pay us well.
Mm-hmm.
And then those motherfuckers, they made us work on
holidays or what?
They made us work on Black Friday. And then the Saturday after Black Friday is when they fired us.
Oh, and they already knew they were gonna. Oh, okay.
They knew they were gonna fire us and press charges and shit. But they're like, oh well, we need these guys for Black Friday though.
You know, that is such a freaking like.
And that was when Black Friday started on Thanksgiving. Like we all worked on Thanksgiving night, and then Friday. Again.
I have a little story about that as a boss, as a manager. When I became a manager at a local restaurant. Local franchise.
At Chick-fil-A?
I won't mention any names, but people that know me know. I started working, and I think it
wasn't Chick-fil-A. I just said Chick-fil-A.
It wasn't Chick-fil-A. But within, I want to say a month or two of working there, I'm straight edge for most things, right? So I follow the rules exactly how I'm told. I don't break rules. I'm so bad at breaking rules. I like things done the correct way. So when there was 2 employees that I caught stealing from the company. And I was very mad because they did it under my number, you know? Okay, so I was upset, and I'm like, obviously they need something done, I need something done, because if not, everybody thinks it's going to think it's okay to do. And so I called my boss and I said, hey, so this is what happened. It was around 9:30 when it happened. Somebody was getting off their shift. One of the employees gave free meals to the other employee under my number. And so it upset me that they used my number to do it. And so I called my boss, and then he's like, well, what are you going to do? And I'm like, well, I have to fire them. Like, that's the rule, right? And he's like, I'll be right over. And he was obviously upset because I was calling him after his shift.
Because you're the manager, handle it kind of thing?
And so he ended up coming over. He's like, you're gonna fire them? Okay, do it. And I was like, okay, yeah, can you help me? How do I go about it? It's my first time I'm firing somebody. He's like, well, first of all, you never fire somebody at the end of their shift until it's done. Who are you gonna have clean up? And I was like, but that's not fair. They need to go home. He's like, no, don't be stupid. You gotta wait until you get everything done. Then you fire them when they're done. And I was like, but that doesn't seem fair. Guess who got in trouble for doing that? Me.
You?
Me.
For what? For firing them? For making them clean?
I almost got beat up by the mom, first of all.
For making them do it?
I was inside that store at 1 a.m, and this mom was outside, parked in her car, waiting for me.
The ball's on someone's mom to like be mad
She
about
called the store.
even though they know their kids were
threatening
fucking
me.
stealing shit.
Well, she didn't know why. I'm sure the kid didn't say
Yeah, I guess
why.
you're right, yeah.
One, I did have to explain to her, but she was out there screaming at me over the phone. Two, like when the big boss, like my boss's boss, found out, they were pissed.
How old were those kids that you fired?
16.
Okay,
So-
because I was gonna say, like, why do parents get involved with stuff like that? Once my kid has a job, it's their responsibility, and
Yeah.
unless they're getting like
But-
sexually abused or something, then I don't give a fuck. If you got fired, that's your shit. Like, handle it. Don't you think so?
Yeah,
like,
yeah, absolutely.
Like, if you're old enough to have a job, you're old enough to handle getting fired.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I felt like shit. I was like, I should have just done what I thought was right, because that is what was right, was firing them right when I caught, that they were.
You're still not good at firing too. 'Cause
I'm
you
still
forgot-
not good
you
at
forgot to
firing
You
people.
forgot to get your employee's key before you fired them, and I made that mistake once. I fired 3 people in my lifetime. And
It's okay. I trusted him though.
Yeah.
It was fine.
One time I fired one, and then I was like, "Fuck, she still has the key to the store," and it was bad because she got in a fight with a customer
Oh,
in the
no.
store.
Oh.
Like, and so I was like, so I just fired her. I was like, no, and she was like, no, it's good. But I need this job. So my kids, I was like, you should have thought about that before. Like, this isn't something I can just overlook. Like, this
Yeah.
is pretty hardcore. And I didn't like her much anyway. And so, but then like as soon as we got done, like firing her over the phone, I was like, oh fuck, she has the key. And so then she started texting me. Luckily, she started texting me. She's like, let me just tell you my side of the story, and then this way we can, like, maybe you can give me another chance. I was like, all right, come to the store, and
And that was
tell
your
me,
chance?
And tell me your side of the story. So
Yeah.
she came in, and as soon as she came in, I was like, you have the key? She's like, yeah, here. She gave it to me, and I was like, all right, well, you're still fired. And she's like, I thought you were gonna listen to my side of the story. I was like, I can, but you're still fired.
But firing people it's like it's hard because like in that situation you just mentioned, I feel like people should be understanding when you can't do the job correctly, like that I need you to do the job. It's not like I was an asshole, I need you to be understanding that I still have a business to run and that it has to be done the correct way, and I have expectations, and if you can't meet those expectations, you shouldn't be upset at me for letting you go.
Yeah.
Like, I understand, that it put you in a spot too, but also like,
You can't keep not performing and expecting to get paid.
yeah. So,
But just make sure you have the key before. And the other person I fired from that store was just because he was really stupid and kept fucking everything up, and that was because the owner of the store saw him do something stupid. I can't remember what, but he was like, just get rid of Matt, and I was like, all right. So I fired him, and then
you fired Matt.
Then towards
Pobrecito.
I would always post the schedule I think on a Thursday or Friday I'll go see. And I'm sitting in the office one day and he walks back there and he's like into the back room and he's looking at the schedule. This was after I'd fired him. I'm just looking at him like, what the fuck?
He didn't know you fired him?
Oh, well, I'd already fired him, so I don't know. And then he's like, hey, I'm not on the schedule for next week. I was like, I fired you, remember? And he was like, oh, okay. And then just left. I was like, what the fuck?
No.
And the first person I fired was before that at the call center.
Yeah.
And that one, here's another story, was because she ended up like, oh, my kids, they all talk about how much their kids need them to have a job. But she was just like not doing anything right on her calls. And at that point, I was helping out with like screening calls. And like you grade them pretty much like, did they hit this? Did they hit this? Did they do this?
Right.
And I'm like, and so I talked to her, like they started wanting to like get rid of her, and I talked to her. I was like, don't want to get rid of you, but like I told them I'd work with you, and like hopefully you can get this eventually. And I'm like, as long as I can see that you're trying, I can like vouch for you and be like, no, yeah, she's trying her hardest. Like even if you're not doing great, as long as you're trying,
Right.
I got your back. And then she's like, okay. So I worked with her for like a couple of days, like a week maybe. And then one day, like me and my supervisor were both listening to her on a call, and we didn't realize, and she didn't realize. And like, you could tell she didn't know what to tell the customer, so we thought it was gonna like put her on hold. She just hung up on her. And then like she did a few other things, sketchy things like that. And I was like, no, fuck that. And then because I wasn't even a boss, I was I was nothing. But my supervisor.
You guys did sales, or what were you doing?
No, not even sales, just customer service.
Oh.
Like it was the easiest job ever. Like we were
customer
just,
service, like
we
how?
were just
like
we
you
were just
answer-
support. We were just support for it was Firefly phone. It was a little phone for kids. It had like a mom and a dad button.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's it. Like mom dad emergency. So you could only dial 3 numbers from there.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You could store more in it, but it was like a whole menu thing. But it was for like little kids.
Oh,
Like
okay.
this was way back like when cell phones were still pretty novel.
Oh, okay.
And so, like, we'd help people activate it and help people program them. So it was nothing like you didn't have to
Yeah.
upsell. You didn't. It was easy.
Huh.
She just didn't want to do it, and so it pissed me off that I'm like, I'm over here vouching for you. You know, I'm sticking my neck out for you, and then you just don't
Yeah.
give a fuck.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck that.
You know, I've learned like being a business owner, and that is literally the hardest thing about having a business is having good employees,
Yeah.
hiring good employees, and then learning how to let them go too. But some of the people, like, just because they're not good at whatever job you're giving them, that doesn't mean that like they're horrible at other stuff. You know, they have their own thing; they just haven't figured it out yet.
Yep.
So
I think that about everyone in general. Like, I don't think there's anyone that's completely worthless. Like, you
No.
just have to find what you're good
hopefully,
at. Hopefully, you find that what you're
yeah,
good at too.
yeah.
And so, like I said, I wasn't a boss or anything, but my supervisor didn't really want to fire her. Like she just didn't like firing people. So I was like, "Fuck, I'll do it if you let me." And so they let me just tell her that I was like, "No," I was like, "We heard your calls. You're fucking
Yeah.
not giving a fuck anymore. Get the fuck out of
Yeah.
here." And same thing. Well, it's my kids. I was like, I
I
hate
mean,
to be so heartless.
You should have thought about that.
And then before I had kids, I would tell that story, and people would always tell me, like, "Oh, it's because you don't understand, 'cause you don't have kids." I have kids now, and you know what I understand? The only reason I've been at the job, I'm going almost 9 years at the same job, because I have kids, and I know I need to keep this fucking job.
Exactly.
Back in the day, dude, I didn't care about keeping a job, or like if I didn't feel like going to work, I wouldn't go to work because I'm like, it's just me. Like if my paycheck's super small because I missed a couple days of work,
Yeah.
it's me that's not going to eat.
Exactly.
I didn't care.
So, did you ever feel that? Like, so I remember the first time when I got my apartment by myself, and I didn't drive. I was walking to work, and I remember like getting the keys and putting stuff in it, and then walking to work because I used to go to work like at 4:30 because my shift was at 5, and I was walking to work, and I'm like walking, and I'm like, oh shit, I have to keep this job. I have to do a good job.
It hits you.
Like, even though I've been doing a good job the whole time,
Yeah.
but I was like, I have to keep this job because I got to pay bills now. Like, it's all on me. Like, I have no backup.
Yeah.
I'm the backup. And that's, I mean, when you become a business owner, it's even more,
even worse.
you know, it's even
So
worse.
now it's
than
not
that.
just your kids; it's also your employees. Like, you
Yeah.
add to the list of
My
people that depend on you.
yeah, my employees, my house, everything. Like, I don't have a husband to take care of, you know, all that. And I'm just like, yeah. But I just remember when it hit me that time. And then also, yeah, when I had my first kid, and I was like, I got to make sure I'm paying the bills correctly. Like,
Yeah.
that I'm not fucking up. Like, that my math is mathin',
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, because when you're by yourself and suddenly you're in the whole $300, well, it sucks, but fuck it. Who
Yeah.
cares? But when it's your kids,
Yeah.
and their livelihood on the line, it's like, well, fuck, it's a whole different story.
Yeah, it's different.
Which is why I still don't feel sorry for those 2 people that I fired that were like, my kids. I'm like,
They weren't thinking, yeah.
Like, it's not my responsibility to think about your kids. It's yours.
Yeah,
Like I think about my kids, not about yours. I don't give a fuck about
Yeah.
your kids.
exactly.
Yeah, and then like she used to like flirt with the owner and stuff. The owner was kind of pissed that I fired her. I think just because he thought she was hot. And then that was when Oscar worked for me and Larissa.
Oh, yeah.
And they were both my friends.
Oh, he worked for you? I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're at the store. And then like she told me like when I fired her, she's like, you never tell Oscar or Larissa anything. And I was like, because they do their work. She's like, it's because they're your friends. I was like, you have it backwards. I'm like, they're my friends because they do their work.
Yeah.
Like, since they do their work, they get their work done, we have time to goof off at the end, and like we hang out after and stuff. I was like, if
Yeah.
you were getting your work done the way they were, then we could like fuck
Yeah.
around. Like, I'm a friendly boss. I'm a fun guy.
Yeah.
But like
Yeah.
once we got our shit done that we have to do, then we just sat there and fuck around.
Yeah.
We fucked around a lot at that store. I'll tell you. What.
Yeah, that's where it gets hard. Like when you have employees or coworkers, like to hang around with them after hours, be more than just coworkers, because then, like, you don't want to be too friendly because they start to get comfortable, you know, and they think like you're friends and
they don't have to do the stuff.
Yeah. So
They
you have to keep that separate.
They did pretty good, and then once we knew the store was closing, none of us gave a fuck about anything anymore. But I remember one of the closing guys, because they hired liquidators to go in and finish off the store, and Oscar was just talking to someone the whole time. Like someone went to see him, and they're just chilling. And the guy, and this was like we were just getting everything ready to open the store for the going out of business sale. So we're like pricing stuff and just doing just busy work. And one of the liquidators told me, he's like, "Hey, you're the manager. Tell Oscar to get to work." And I was like, "Fucking you tell him." I was like, "We're lucky he's here still. He knows he doesn't have a job after the next couple of weeks." I was like, "I'll keep him happy so that he comes in and helps us." I was like, "We don't really need him right now."
Yeah.
I was like, "We need him when we open our doors." So I ain't gonna fucking sit here at night. Like, fuck off,
Right.
man.
Yeah.
So you got to know how to play it by ear. I mean, like weigh what's important and stuff.
Right.
But
Yeah.
I don't know. It was a fun job.
Yeah. I've had employees that come in late. They don't come in on time, but they get their shit done.
That's the employee I am right now. I'm late a lot.
Yeah.
And my boss complains about it, but he never does anything about it because he knows.
Because he knows you get your shit done. Yeah, you probably get more done than the ones that are there
show up on time.
Yeah.
Or late.
That's one
early.
thing I can't stand is like when people show up early and then they don't do anything.
Yeah.
They just sit there and it's like, okay, why did you come early if you're not gonna do
you're
anything?
just gonna chill.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of that in different jobs too. Like they get early, but they sit down and read the paper or something. You're like, well, could have done that at home.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I count every minute before I have to be to work. Like, well, I don't have to be there for another, I'll be there, and even if I'm the boss.
When I live close to my work, to my job, that's when I was late more, and also later shifts in the day. You would think you'd be later if like your shift starts at like noon or something.
Yeah.
But it makes you later because you're like, I got time.
I got time.
But if like right now I got to be to work at 6, so I know like okay.
Yeah.
Like I'm not doing anything else beforehand either, so I'm just like just get up and go to work.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's been a long time, almost 9 years at that job.
Dang.
And that's why. And as soon as I don't have to pay child support anymore, I'm going to quit and not do anything.
You still got 14,
Something like that.
15 years to go.
I'm thinking kind of reevaluating once that goes down and I only have to pay for the one kid. Then I might quit then too, depending.
Yeah.
And then just like find some odd jobs and stuff. Because I don't pay rent. There's a lot of stuff that I don't need to pay.
There you go. I mean, that's cool. You could come work for free at Was Maria.
Not for free. That's just enough to pay the child support. Like if it goes down to like $300 a month or something, I'd fucking come to work and be like, just give me $300 a month.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna be.
You're hired.
But I'm gonna be late all the time.
You're hired.
And I might bring some chicks in here.
Oh yeah. Well, as long as there's no Ouija board.
That's the worst, man.
Yeah.
I can't believe it's 2026 and people are still fucking believing in that shit.
Well, I don't know. You never know.
We should be more scared of the living.
Yeah.
Yeah. As we can tell. They have guns and kill people.
Yes. That you're right.
Do you like Chick-fil-A? I keep looking at Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, I've had their sandwiches. I think only one time when I used to be gluten intolerant, and maybe that's why I didn't.
Why were you gluten intolerant?
So I've had this gluten allergy for a long time, and I didn't know because I never looked into it. I think as Mexicans we don't believe in stuff like that.
But you would just eat something and it would like.
I would get bloated, and I didn't know. Like I didn't know there was a difference because I never knew better, right? And so when I was getting divorced, the reason I found out was because I was getting divorced, and I would look at myself in the mirror, and I'm like, I don't like who I see in the mirror. Like I had all these bumps all over my thighs and my legs and like my butt, and I'm like, somebody's gonna have to look at that one day, and like gross,
It's like a rashy
it just looked
Funky
like
shit?
pimples.
Pimples.
Yeah, it looked like pimples all over. And so I went online and I did a little Google search, and it turns out it's a gluten intolerance.
Oh. Is that why some girls have zitty titties too?
I don't think so.
Did you ever get that?
I don't, you know, like I haven't had any since I was like 16, and I got these 2 freaking zits like last week, and I'm like, what in the world?
I remember there'd always be girls with like zitty titties back in the day.
Really? No, I think that's just hormones.
Oh,
But this gluten intolerance, like it was all over, and I checked into it, and I like looked up gluten intolerance, and it was literally every single thing. I had that. So I decided to do a gluten cleanse on myself, and I took about, I want to say 18 months where I didn't eat any gluten. The couple times that I ate gluten, oh my gosh, it almost killed me. Like one of the times, headaches was a big one. You get migraines and headaches all the time because of it. Bloatingness. I noticed the first week I took off gluten, like my stomach was just flat. Like I could just feel, I lay in bed and I'm like, I feel good. Like
wasn't all bloated up.
No, but I never, like when you don't know better, you don't realize.
Yeah.
You know? And then once I did it, I was like, my stomach feels good. Like it just feels like good. You know? And then one time I didn't know that there was gluten in soy sauce. And I went and got a sandwich from Subway and with their gluten-free bread. But I don't think they have gluten-free bread. It was like a salad thing. And I got the chicken that had the soy sauce in it. Oh my gosh, that almost killed me. Like, because I had gotten so long without it. I think I had gone like 2 months without it. And all of a sudden, like, I felt crazy. My headache was so bad. I couldn't see out of this eye completely. I felt dizzy. I was throwing up.
You were going blind?
Yeah, it was so bad.
Crazy.
My migraines get so bad, dude. Like, it's horrible.
But you're good now? Like, you can eat stuff now or not?
Yeah. So I started, like, slowly introducing it back in after a year and a half. I just was like, you know, I'm sick and tired of being the weird one when I go to freaking eat pasta or something. I used to love pasta. I started cooking a lot for myself and just, like, being cautious, you know. And now, like, I don't worry about it. Like, I eat gluten all the time. Not all the time. Like, I'm
normal. But
just
not worried about it.
Yeah, like, I'm not eating pastas all the time. And I do eat cake, but it's not severe, you know, like a couple times a week maybe. So
that's like, because for a while there, the gluten-free stuff was pretty much just a fad too. Mm-hmm. And my friend Dave he has celiac disease, and he hated when that was going on.
Yeah,
because he was always like, if I could, I would. He's like, I fucking would kill to eat a pizza like I used to be able to.
Yeah,
and stuff.
Yeah.
He's like, but now I can't. But it's because he has celiac disease.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's horrible. Yeah, because there's two, like a gluten intolerance and celiac is totally different.
Yeah, two different
things.
Like
it's the same diet, but one can kill you, and the other it's more of a choice.
Yeah,
you know,
celiac disease is.
It's just like how we were talking about diabetics, like pre-diabetic.
That's a scam. But
well, I looked into it because I was curious,
like,
and it's like it's the levels. Like, basically, a pre-diabetic is the same as gluten intolerance. Like, you can control it. You don't have to, like, completely cut it out. You know, it's there's still a hope for you. But when you have celiacs, you can't. Diabetics, you can't.
He's like he like we can't go eat anywhere. Like he'll come to town to visit, and like we just. Mm-hmm. I'm like, well, but I've learned to live with that when I hang out with him. I'm like, you know what? I'm hungry. We're gonna go, like, to McDonald's, and I'm gonna eat. And then he just eats his peanuts. He always like carries peanuts.
What? But there's so much like you can do. You tell them, and so they're supposed to change their gloves.
He doesn't trust anybody.
No,
and I don't blame him.
Yeah. I mean, it's life and death.
Especially where it's celiac. I was gonna say maybe for a gluten intolerance you could risk it a little bit more.
Oh well,
like, now I feel like shit.
you don't get it from touching stuff. You know, it's just like actually ingesting it.
Well, what if?
But for celiacs, yes.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
because you're definitely allergic to it.
Even not touching, but like cross contamination.
Yeah,
and shit like
exactly. That. No,
so
I mean.
And then one time, like this was a long time ago, we were like in our 20s, and it was like, wait, it was like, well, so you can't drink beer? He's like, no, and we're like, oh, but you can probably drink this, and we had scotch, and we're like, you can probably drink scotch, and he was like, yeah, maybe, like, what's in it? And I was like, I'm pretty sure nothing with gluten. Then we looked it up; it's all made out of wheat. And we'd already served him up a glass and stuff. So like, we're so glad you didn't drink that. Like, that would have fucking killed you.
Yeah. Dang. No, but I mean, talking about Chick-fil-A, like the only thing I ever eat there is their chicken tenders,
Oh.
and I love their fries. Their waffle
Oh, yeah,
fries.
they are
they're
good.
they're really good.
I don't go there much, mostly based on the principle, because to me they're just the Mormon chicken place that doesn't like gay people.
Oh,
And I'm like,
I didn't know that.
Yeah. But I can't be too righteous about that because I still go to McDonald's and I still like go to Home Depot and like all these places that are like against us. I'm like, yeah, but you know.
Yeah.
Because everyone's like, go to Lowe's instead of Home Depot. I was like, Lowe's doesn't have shit though.
It's true.
So.
Yeah.
That's capitalism for you. You just have to go to the enemies sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
And we know McDonald's is killing everybody, but
can't go to Walmart. I don't shop
such a good deal
for personal stuff at Walmart, to be honest. Like I hardly go to Walmart, but I have to for my business. There's a lot of things that they have there that's cheaper than everywhere else, and
I do Walmart. I for groceries I do Winco. Try to do Winco.
Yeah.
Because it's always cheaper and it is like technically locally owned, employee owned stuff. So.
Talking about Winco, did I send you that picture, like me on a Sunday last week?
Oh yeah, it was dead. There's no Mexicans out.
Yeah.
So are they? People are really scared right now too, or what?
Dude, I think so. I mean, that was last week, and it was right after the ice sighting here in Idaho Falls.
That's right.
And it was that
turned
same
out
week.
there wasn't any more that happened because that turned out that was like someone got called in or something, right?
Yeah.
Like they were specifically looking for.
Yeah, they were specifically looking for somebody.
They weren't raiding or bothering anybody.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
that's not too bad.
Which, like you say, maybe you're right. Like that they're not coming here because of, you know, they realize like they depend on.
Yeah,
the culture.
We're so agricultural. Here,
yeah,
so.
Agriculture.
Like
so.
this city's getting so big, but we're still ag based.
Mm-hmm. I mean, all the people doing construction, like, who do you think's doing it? You know?
Yeah.
And it's crazy. I don't know if we mentioned on another podcast, like, was it Lamb Weston in American Falls was hiring, and their minimum was $18 an hour.
Oh yeah.
Like, how many people were like, "That's not a living wage"? I don't know any Mexican that'd be like, "Oh, that's horrible." They'd be like,
agree,
"Heck yeah."
I agree. It's not a great living wage, but it's like that's pretty much what I make. Like, I barely get by.
I know my employees would have been like super happy if they were getting paid $18 an hour.
That's why so many of us at my job are like there for years and years and years because it is one of the better paying jobs around here. Like the closest to fair you can find, really.
Yeah, but in like $18, I mean, minimum wage is $8.25.
Yeah, still.
So
isn't that crazy?
Yeah, $18. Like I was getting paid $17 at the bank.
Yeah. Then you were probably making bank back then. Because I was like
$1,400 every 2 weeks.
I was when I was at Molucca, I started at $13 an hour, and I was so like excited, like that had been the most I'd ever made in my life.
Yeah,
it was great. But then again, everything was cheaper. Like I found some old pay stubs a few years ago from like 2007. My paychecks were like $500, $600
every 2 weeks.
And I was like, damn, how did we live off that? But then I'm like, I lived in the apartment with my brother at that point, and we split rent. So my part of the rent was like $250 a month. I'm like, it wasn't bad at all.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, how did me and my ex with 3 kids like survive off $30,000 a year?
I don't know how. Like I think about like my parents.
Yeah.
And like with 4 of us at the house, I remember we'd go to Walmart back then before it was Winco, freaking big old receipt. You know, $500 worth of groceries every couple of weeks, and it's
really.
Like,
I remember when like me and my ex we would go shopping every 2 weeks, and it was $200, $250 when we had to buy meat. Yeah. You know.
Well, it's because it was 4 boys.
Oh yeah.
Like
Dang.
we ate a lot.
Yeah.
At the house.
I mean, I did cook 2 meals a day every day, so homemade meals, but that's, dude, you can't even a quarter of a cart with $200 now.
Yeah. No. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know how it's like, how did my parents do it? And they had the house payment. They each had a car. I'm like, how, man?
Yeah. It's wild.
It's crazy.
So crazy.
But that's how different it was. Like, my parents, like, my dad worked 40 hours a week. It's not like he was doing anything crazy.
Yeah.
And he was still able to, like, make it.
Well, I'm thinking, too, I mean, like, mortgages.
Yeah.
I know for a fact my ex's family, their mortgage was $300 something.
Yeah.
And they had, 4 bedrooms? That's wild. You
crazy.
can't even pay anywhere rent for that much.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
And I can't remember, I don't know how much my parents' mortgage was at the house where I live in now, but I'm like, but it can't have been much. The house, I think, was like $40,000 total. Like,
Yeah. Dude, when I bought my house for 109 like 8 years ago, our mortgage was 700.
yeah.
That's
We lucked out, like my ex-wife and I lucked out with ours. Like that was
Mm-hmm.
one of the last houses you could find at that price point. That was
ours
in
was
okay
too.
shape.
Yeah.
And the mortgage is like something like $800,
Mm-hmm.
which is why we moved out of the apartment because the apartment rent was going to go up to $800. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure we can find a mortgage for this.
Yeah.
And that way, when we separate, because we eventually will, at least I won't have thrown all my money away. He'll have a house for my kids, and that's
Yeah.
exactly what happened.
And that's what
I could
happened.
tell the future.
You could tell the future.
I knew that was going to happen. Oh, shit.
It's crazy. I was talking to somebody about that. Like, he was telling me, like, when him and his ex met, and he's like, she'd always talk about marriage, and he's like, I just knew, like, we weren't going to end up getting married. Like, it's crazy how men, like,
You know whether it's going to work or not.
yeah, or that you want to put in the effort to make it work. Right?
Sometimes it's not that.
Because us women, we think that it's always going to work.
Okay. It's not whether you're going to do it or not. It's whether you weigh it out, whether it's worth putting in the effort.
Okay.
Like, I could have put in the effort, and I'd be miserable.
Yeah.
It's like, is it worth putting in the effort so that I can be miserable? I see these guys at basketball practice for my daughter's basketball practice, and they're all wearing the same stupid, like, Skechers from Costco and the same little jackets from Costco. And I was like, I used to dress like that because that's what my fucking ex-wife would buy me. And I was like, that looks stupid as hell. I guarantee you those guys don't like that clothes. That's just what their wife gets them, and that's fucking sucks. There's no individual. If you can't be an individual in your marriage, it's like, get the fuck out of there. Like, nobody likes that stuff.
And then you had me as a wife trying to, like, buy my ex-husband, like, everything that he was used to as when he was single. You know, I'd be like, oh, he has to keep that same, like,
That same aesthetic.
yeah, like,
Yeah, I hated that, man.
I remember the first time he was like, oh, my jeans, like, they're all worn out. I need new jeans for work. I went to Walmart and bought him like $15 jeans, and
you
he's
didn't
like,
want 'em?
I'm not gonna wear those. And I was like, oh, what do you mean? He's like, I'm just gonna wear my old buckle jeans. And I was like, I'm like, they're not even old. He's like, yeah, they are. So then I had to go and freaking buy him new buckle jeans.
$80 jeans and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I'm a coupon person. I'm a saver. Like,
They have
I know
buckle
how
coupons?
to. Yeah, like if you go online, you find the deals online. I was getting them for like $30, $50.
Oh, that's
$50 at most.
I
Yeah.
used to always wear Levi's. 511s
Yeah.
and 501s, so they're about
See, I
30
bought
to
'em-
$40 back then. I
Oh,
love those.
well, I don't remember. They were Levi's. I think the ones I bought them from Walmart. Maybe they were cheap Walmart ones.
Oh
But
yeah,
they
the
were like 15
Levi's
bucks.
Strauss from Walmart is different than
Yeah?
Levi's
Oh.
from like JCPenney.
I don't know, but he was like, I'm never wearing those.
You can get Levi's for free at JCPenney if you work there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you just steal.
Free 99.
I had like every color and every fucking cut and everything. These gray ones, blue ones, all the colors. They were great. But even before that, I remember that when I started doing $13 an hour at Maluka, that's when I was like, you know what? I don't have to buy fucking Arizona jeans anymore. I'm making Levi money, and I started buying Levi's. But even,
That's awesome.
and it's not even so much about that, because right now I pretty much just buy Walmart jeans because like I spend my money more on my kids than on myself right now. But even then, like, you can still have a fashion sense on a budget and not have to wear stupid fucking slip-on Skechers from Costco.
Maybe they like Skechers from Costco. Okay.
I don't think anyone likes how that looks. They're comfortable. I'll give them that. Maybe their feet hurt because they are.
I don't know. There's a whole bunch of
They got
people
the
that
memory
like
foam.
Crocs, and they think they're the shit, and they're expensive as hell.
That's
But
true.
like my kids are like, oh, let's get my dad some Crocs for
He likes
Christmas.
Crocs?
No.
just
No,
wanted
like
to
I
get
knew
him?
he wouldn't because
Oh,
they're like
okay.
he would cry, mom, and like yes, had tears, and they just laughed. I'm like, you assholes, you would get him Crocs because you knew that it would piss him off.
Just to be jerks. That's
Yeah,
funny.
because they like I'm in the same boat as him. Like we both agree on the same thing. Like they're ugly as hell, but I refuse to buy them. But he buys it for them
Oh.
because that's what they want. And I'm like, no, I'm not getting.
See, they're too
ugly.
expensive. Like I get my girls the Walmart brand.
Yeah, the knockoffs.
Ones, the knockoffs.
Yeah.
And I don't like them wearing them out. Those are for like when we go swimming or
Yeah,
or
yeah.
for just being around the house.
I get so mad when my kids wear them. I'm like, why did you
Yeah.
walk out like that? Like, no, your dad bought them. You keep them at his house. Like, you're not bringing them at my house. Heck no. And then I get mad when they take like the nice shoes I buy them. Like, you know, you see what I wear all the time.
Yeah.
That's what my kids wear. Like I'm if I'm gonna do it for me, I'm gonna do it for
That's
my
the one
kids.
thing I've always bought expensive ever since I was like in high school was shoes, because it's the only thing that really makes a difference.
Yeah.
Like you can wear cheap clothes and make it look good or be comfortable or be durable, whatever.
Yeah.
But shoes, if you don't have on a good pair of shoes, you're fucked.
Yeah.
So you have to get like that's where I spend most of my money.
Yeah.
Clothing wise is shoes. It's
Yeah.
getting good shoes. But
I-
está bien que ahorita no salgo de estos, ¿verdad? But even then they're not like cheap. Like they're still brand name. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
No.
But yeah, I noticed that a couple of weeks ago at basketball practice. I'm like, these guys don't like how they're dressed, and all of them are dressed the same. And then I asked Eileen, like, do you see a difference? And she's like, yeah, you look very different than these guys.
Yeah.
And she
Because
said,
you got your own style.
She said I looked younger, and I'm like, and I guarantee you, I'm older than all of them. They all look younger than me. They're all probably like early 30s at the most.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm probably older than them, but I don't dress like a fucking chud, dumbass.
That's the one thing. Like, I always like to see different styles on men, you know, and like I like to look at what, you know, if I see something, I'm like, I think my man would look good in that, and I buy it and I'll give it to them, and it's usually like they don't think they were gonna like it, and then they end up liking it. Yeah. I don't know.
See, this stuff doesn't even necessarily look bad. It's just like it's too cookie cutter for me.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
it looks like that's probably the exact same thing that was on the mannequin. That's exactly how they're gonna wear it. And it's like no. I got this jacket at Walmart. I was surprised. See, this is Levi, but it's Levi Strauss.
Yeah.
The cheap Levi's from.
I didn't even know there was a difference. I don't know. I just see Levi's, and that's
Levi Strauss signature. That's the cheaper stuff from Walmart.
Oh, I had no idea. See?
And the other ones just say Levi's.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's a nice jacket.
You know I like it.
It looks new.
It is new. I got it a couple weeks ago, months ago, like at the beginning of winter.
Yeah.
And then it's all denim, so I just wear a hoodie under it. That's another thing. I don't like the coats that have like the little fake hoodie zip that you zip there so that it has a hood.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm like, why don't you just
wear it separate?
Why don't you actually layer? Stop trying
Yeah.
to look layered without layering. Just fucking layer.
Just layer. Yeah.
Oh man.
It's freaking cold as hell outside.
Dude, I used to fucking love fashion.
Yeah.
But no, it's like.
Yeah, I've seen pictures. You know how to dress.
And I still like it. You know what I do at every store that I go to? If there's a mannequin with like a sport coat on it or a suit, they always button all the buttons. I always unbutton the bottom one. I'm like, come on, guys, you guys got to know this rule. Like, you don't button the bottom one. Come on. Every store I go to.
Yeah, that's funny.
See that, and it's always wrong, and I always fix it.
You know, my kid does that. Because his dad, like, he'll button it to every button, and I freaking hate it so bad. And I'll see him, he gets dressed, and I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like
on his shirts?
Yeah, like a freaking cholo all the way up to here.
I was gonna say that looks cool though.
No, it doesn't.
Your son probably looks badass.
He looks too straight.
He should probably just button like the top 2 or 3 and then leave the bottom ones open.
No.
Why don't you let your kid be a cholo? He'd be badass.
No.
Let him be a little gangster.
I'm trying to raise good kids.
He's gonna get fucking. What's that word? Everybody keeps saying that. I keep forgetting it. It's important to say right now. He's gonna get profiled anyway. Might as well just fucking be hood as foot. I could see your son as being a little badass like that.
You know, he's like a quiet kid, and I probably give him too much credit because I'm like, oh, he's a good kid. Like, nunca me hace problemas, like, at home, you know? He just chills, and he never,
But he's
like...
a little badass at school or what?
The people he hangs out with are questionable.
Really?
Like, and even, like, my ex told me, he's like, do you know he hangs out with us? And I'm like...
That's okay, though. You know who else hung out with questionable people?
You.
Jesus Christ.
Oh. And he turned out all right.
Well, I don't know. They killed him, but... Not just any kill either. Like, they hammered nails into his hands.
Oh, my God.
Maybe you should watch who your kids hang out with.
Yeah.
You don't want them getting nailed to a board.
Well, it really struck a nerve to me when the first time I went on a field trip with them a couple of years ago. And we're sitting in the back of the bus. That's where his friends were hanging out. And they're like,
Hell yeah.
they're third graders. And they're freaking yelling, que la verga. And I was like, what?
Were you around even though? Like,
I was like, yeah, I was right there.
up.
And I was like,
that's messed up. Cause
third graders.
In third grade, we were all swearing a lot and stuff. But if we saw someone's mom on the bus with us, we wouldn't have.
I was like in
I think that's
7th
the
grade the
difference.
first time I ever heard a kid swear.
Really, we swear all the time.
Yeah. No, not in 3rd grade.
Not that harsh either. I feel like verga's been so normalized now. But back then, that was like a big.
That was probably the first time I ever said that.
That's right now.
Yeah.
That's like that was something that was like we didn't say. Like we could say, "Este cabrón, este
Yeah.
chingando," cosas así.
Yeah, but I'm like, the words they
Lo
were
que
saying, I
era-
was just like,
Lo que era puto y verga.
mhm.
Those were like the ones that. we
Yeah.
didn't say. Those were the hardcore ones.
Yeah. They were saying some stuff that I was like, Hasiel, I don't want you hanging out with those kids no more. Then my ex was like, do you know who he hangs out with? He hangs out with these kids. And I'm like, they're not that bad. And then I look, I'm like,
Maybe your son's the one that taught them.
My son stays quiet. And I don't know if because I was on the bus, but he just stays quiet. But
It was
I'm
because
like,
you were on the bus.
they're not a good influence.
He probably just, it was because you were on the bus. He's probably the one that talks a lot of shit.
Yeah, so then I'm okay with him hanging out with these little white kids.
He's a good kid, though.
He acts like a good kid. That's what I'm worried about.
No, well, that's what I like about him is that he doesn't act like a perfect kid. Not with me. Like,
No.
we fucking bullshit around with each other.
Yeah, no, he's...
Like, I feel comfortable enough to, like, make fun of him and stuff because he can kind of dish out back.
Yeah,
Like, we get along like that. So
Yeah.
I'm like, at least he's not a wimp.
yeah,
At least I know he's not getting taken advantage of by any other kids.
yeah.
Like, when I made fun of him for not reading right, he's reading all stupid. And I was like, fucking leave the Roblox alone. Fucking read a book for once. Jesus. And he just laughed about it. Like, he didn't take it all personal.
No,
It was just funny.
he doesn't.
And I didn't think he's that bad at reading. He just kind of stuttered over a few words. And we were like, so
Yeah.
Ali and I were laughing at him.
Yeah. It's the quiet ones, though, that you have to watch out for. Like, my oldest. I'm like, I think all the time, I'm like, gosh, she's so much better than I was in so many things. And then, like, when I find out stuff, I'm like, God damn, man, dude.
Yeah. It's always the oldest one, too. My oldest brother, everybody thinks he's so straight-laced and stuff. It's like, you guys never met him. Like, he's a little badass, too.
And then my kids remind me, too. They're like, well, you bullied your siblings. And I'm like, no, I didn't. And then I say that, and I'm like, but I did.
Yeah. Y mi hermano era bien chingaquedito con todos. And like the other day I heard Eileen, like, I can't remember what she was doing. She was being mean to Chu. And I was like, cálmate, Clat. I was like, you sound exactly like my oldest brother right now. Like, fucking knock that shit off.
I wasn't a bully to my brothers, only to one. The one right behind me. The one that was like the closest age to me. My other,
So
the
which
three,
one's that? To the,
you don't know him.
oh,
He's the one that doesn't talk to us.
okay.
Um,
I thought you bullied your gay brother. I was like, that's fucked
no,
up.
he
It's like,
always.
why gotta be such a homophobe?
No, and and I wanted to talk about that. It's like I was raised homophobic. You know that?
Yeah, I think everybody was back then.
I was raised homophobic, and still to this day, like I'm sure my dad's still.
big homophobe.
Yeah.
We weren't too bad.
And it's
the thing is, my
crazy.
dad was like a closeted gay guy, so it was like, I think that's why like we. It's not like they went around telling us, "Oh, let's be pro gay marriage" or anything, but they kind of let us do whatever we want, and they probably wouldn't have been happy if we were haters on gay people and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But like my dad was a closeted gay guy. Like I think he would have been a lot happier if he would have just come out of the closet, but he didn't. He died instead.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah. I just remember always pissing off the oldest one of my brothers all the time. Like I'd like poke him because I knew where to poke
Oh,
him.
I thought you gave him a titty twister. That's something me and my brothers used to always do to each other. Grab each other's nipple and chifla, and like, because it's really hard to whistle when
Really?
you're getting your fucking nipple pinched.
What?
Because of the pain, you can't, and so you're like, and you won't let go until you're able to get the other one to whistle.
I think I'd give him wedgies.
Mm-hmm.
I'd piss him off. There was one time he got me back. I don't remember. I was chasing him, and then like he ran into the room, and we had a lamp, and the lamp thing the shade was off, and he turned off the light, and I went to go reach over him, and
Oh.
it
You
freaking
smashed right into the light bulb?
yes, and it like I had a freaking like this big of a blister, and it just like blew up like a balloon right here.
Because of the heat?
Yeah.
Oh.
It blew up. I had this huge blister, this
Just
big,
burned
just
yourself.
like this fat, like just full of water right there. I had to poke it with a needle and like strain the water out.
That's fucking crazy.
It was, and I had this scar forever. I think it's gone now, but it's
Do your kids fight, like physically fight?
all the time, dude.
Really? That's
All the
good.
time. And I don't notice it like a lot. They do it here, and I'll be over there busy. And the other day they like, they closed the door. And I was like, why did they close the door? And I'm like, you guys better not be fighting. And my employee was like, dude, they're wild. They're like freaking like beating each other up hardcore. And I was like, no way. He's like, yeah, I looked over and there's just a boom, boom, boom. And I'm like, oh, geez, I got to go back and watch the cameras. But no, they do.
My oldest brothers did like physical fought a lot, and my mom would put an end to that. Me and my younger brother didn't.
Mm-hmm.
But we had these two friends that would always come into the house, and then like I don't know where we got like boxing gloves, and so me and my brother would box me and him, but we would like pretty much fake the whole thing, like we wouldn't hit each other hard at all. Yeah. But that was just so that now it's your turn, and then they would beat the crap out of each other and like go home crying, and I'm gonna tell mom and all this shit. And we thought it was the funniest thing. Yeah. So they like our friends would beat the shit out of each other, and we wouldn't. Because we were like, I don't want to hit my brother.
That's funny. No, I remember like how bad I pissed off my brother. There's 3 times I pissed him off so bad. And the first couple times, I don't remember. I think one of them was for sure like a game thing. Like I beat him on a game because we used to play PlayStation 2 all the time. And I pissed him off so bad. We lived in a double wide trailer. He like punched the wall. And he, like his wall puncher? Yes, he freaking, a whole freaking thing in the wall. And then the second time, I don't remember what that one was about, but I moved and he kicked the wall and he put another hole in the wall. And then the third time like he did damage was we were in a house. It wasn't the trailer no more. And he had to go to the bathroom, and I was like, I gotta go to the bathroom, just to piss him off. Like I walked into the bathroom before he did. And I tried closing the door, and he kicked the door so hard, he put a hole in the freaking door. Yeah, and I was like, oh, shit, my parents don't come down here. They're not going to see it for a while, but I didn't know how to be
when they finally found out, when they finally saw a hole in the door, what did they say?
They were pissed. Like, who did it? It was Junior. It was Junior.
You ratted him out?
Oh, yeah. Like, he always ratted me out. He'd freaking he'd take the belt to my mom if I was going to get whooped. She'd be like, if you guys don't bring me the belt, you're going to get whooped too. And he'd always find the belt. He would hide it because he was the one. I mean, I would get it all the time, but he would get it because he was so rebellious. Like, he didn't give a shit. My mom, I remember most of the abuse that happened to him. And I don't know, like, they say, oh, yeah, like, they were so rude to you and they were so bad to you, and they were. But I don't know if I block it out because I remember so much worse shit happened to him. Like, he was, like, 3 years old or 4, and they
would beat him up?
No, like, we got in trouble for something, and he ran off to the neighbor's house. Oh. And my mom started running down the street, and she's, you know what, fuck you. Like, wait till you come back. Wait till you come back. And she said those words to him. He comes back an hour later, and he's just chilling, and she goes, come here. She wasn't even pissed. That's how you know, like, it was so bad. She grabbed him by the hand, and she grabs a lighter, and she puts it on his feet, dude. She, like, starts burning his feet. She's like, pa que córreme otra vez. Córreme otra vez.
Your mom a slave owner?
My mom was fucking wild, dude. People don't believe that shit. Like, she literally put, like, the lighter on his feet and started burning him. And he was like, ah! And I was just like, oh, God, please don't ever. Like, I know never. You know, the worst thing I ever did was put my hands right here on my butt when she was spanking me. She's like, you do it. You keep putting your hand. I'm going to hit you harder. And then I, I would be like freaking slashes on my hands. So then I'd be like, okay, hit me.
Yeah, what's worse? What hurts worse, slashes on your hands or on your
my
ass?
Hands? Yeah, on your hands. And then she would go harder. If you covered your ass, she'd go harder. So they like she's like, I'm gonna go more times if you don't take your hands away. So then and then that's not even the worst part, dude. She would beat us. Like, if me and him were fighting, she would beat us. And where did we get off talking about the abuse? Well, she would beat us, and I remember, like, in the middle of the freaking day, she always had migraines, so she would sleep all day, but she would put us on the freaking, like, in the middle of the yard, and it wasn't a yard, but, like, in the middle of el solar, I don't know what you call that, like, the backyard. And we'd have to hold hands and kneel down for hours. She would go to sleep because she was always in pain for migraines. And she would make us hold hands.
That was just her psychotic shit.
Probably, dude. She was always psycho, and we just didn't know. I mean, we thought she was crazy, but we didn't know it was an actual, like like a real thing.
Actual, yeah.
Yeah.
Medically crazy.
We had to hold hands, and it was like, Kate, like, you know, you kneel like this. We couldn't be like this. Like, our butts could not touch our legs. We had to be
Oh,
like
shit.
this. Yeah. And sometimes she'd make us hold bricks.
Where did she get all these fucking...
It's like...
I can't even think of something that psycho.
Dude, I don't
like,
know.
Punish somebody.
I know they would do that at school, too. If you were bad at school...
Oh, is that like a thing then? Over
I don't know, but like, you had to be a horrible kid. I think I only ever saw one kid get that done to at school.
And he was a shitty kid or what?
Yeah, he was horrible. He would fight everybody for no reason. But, dude, the stuff my mom would do was wild. Wild. And I remember one time, too, like, she took out a knife and she, like, threatened my brother with a knife. And then she ended up, she's like, you know what? If you're going to be this bad and you're not going to listen, just put it on me.
God.
And then she's like, you know what? You're such a bad kid. I'm going to go and drive the van off a bridge with your sister and your brothers in it. And I was like, fuck.
The thing is, that's like not even an empty promise at that point.
No,
like,
it wasn't, dude.
Like,
I was scared as hell. Everything she said, like, I never questioned it.
It was never
like,
an exaggeration.
No.
Like.
There was one time she was so pissed off at him. And I know he tells this one because it's traumatizing to him. But he did something, pissed her off so bad. It was in the middle of the winter and it was snowing. And she made him stay outside. Like, outside in the freaking winter, snowing. And for hours, she made him stay out there, like, shivering, freaking getting pneumonia or something. Yeah. And then the next day, she was still pissed off at him. And we had a storm. This was in Rigby by Rigby Lake. He pissed her off so bad because he didn't want to go to work. And she's like, you're coming to work with us right now. And he's like, no, I'm not. And he just, dude, whatever he said, he did. Like, he stood his ground. And so she's like, fuck you, and I'm leaving. And she took us all, and we're just like, God. She was driving so fast on that road, and I think it's 35, like, going back from the lake. Dude, yeah. It was so bad. She freaking, like, the van, it, like, freaking slipped, and it, like, rotated all the way 360. We were facing back to the place we were coming from. She just, like, and all of a sudden, she just, okay, we're going to go pick up your brother now.
Como si nada.
Like her mood, it was like, ah! To like, okay, I'm picking up your brother.
What the fuck?
And we're just like, she almost killed us, dude. She almost flipped us over.
That's when you don't. Because I remember, like, I remember one time, well, I don't remember, but my mom would tell us about it. My brother still remembers. Because, like I said, my two older brothers, they were bad, like, fighting each other and stuff. And, like, my mom kept telling my brother, I'm going to make you get off the car and walk home. And vivíamos en el rancho ahí en Montana. It was, like, it was a long walk. And she kept threatening him, and no entendía. So finally one day she pulled over and made him walk home. But she's like, he was little enough to where, like, if it affected him, she's like, but I didn't do it too far away. They said it was maybe a mile away from the house, not even that bad. And we were already on the road, like on the dirt road inside the ranch. So it's not like it was out in the street or anything.
Yeah.
She's like, it was pretty close to home. She's like, but he called my bluff, so I had to like do it.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
dude,
so at least
kids are such assholes. Like, I had to do that today to my kid, the oldest.
You made her get off and walk?
No, I told her she had to walk to school because there was like 2 minutes left for her to get on the bus, and it's my day off. It's the only day I get to sleep in. And the way she acted in the morning, I was like, she's gonna freaking make me take her to school. And we're like,
she was like missing the bus on purpose.
Yeah, we're like 10 minutes out. Like, it's not that far, but it's far, like, where she can't walk.
Yeah.
Okay, so like 10-minute drive. So it's like a 2 to 3 miles, 2.5 miles from my house. And so I was on the phone and I was like, yeah, I'm not getting up. And 2 minutes before she was supposed to be on the bus, I even went downstairs and I was like, you better get your ass upstairs. You better not miss the bus. Like, I just knew it. Like
2 or 3 miles from your house? She'd better off riding a bike. Even better than a car. She'd probably get there faster than a car. I just like riding my bike everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
I learned that from living here. It's like bicycle beats car.
Well, she had a basketball game today, so she's wearing a skirt and stuff.
Oh.
And it's because she's a cheerleader, and, you know, she had to get all pretty. And I'm like, dude, she's going to piss me off. So 10 minutes later, she comes upstairs. okay, Mom, I'm ready. Can you take me? And I was like, I told you I'm not taking you. And my boyfriend's on the phone. You're really not going to take her? You're going to make her walk? I was like, you better start walking. And of course I don't mean that she was going to walk, you know. And she doesn't have a phone right now at the moment either. So she can't call her friends or nobody to take her. Because last time she did this, I was like, call your dad. You broke the rules. So it's on you. You figure it out. But I can't be that mom, dude.
So you ended up getting up and taking her?
Yeah, I had to get up and take.
What a pussy, dude.
I'm a freaking pushover, dude.
You fucking pussy.
Oh, God.
And it's only because my boyfriend made me feel bad about it. He's like, you're gonna make her walk.
You should have been
so
like, you come get her. Then.
He probably would. Honestly, I think he would have gone if he wasn't out of town. He would have gotten and helped me out and taken her. But he's like, you're really going to make her walk? It's so cold. I'm like, babe, I don't even give a shit about the cold.
Oh, that's true. It is cold.
I'm like, that's not even what I'm worried about. I'm like, it's how far it is to walk there. She'll be like, it'll be 11 or 12 by the time she gets there.
God, was that? No. She'll be late, but not like that late.
I don't know. I mean, it was pretty late. We made it on time, but I was like, yeah, it will take her like 2 hours to get there probably if she walks. 2 hours. But and you know what I started thinking? I'm like,
people need to walk.
She deserves that. Like, I made my brother do it.
That's what I'm saying. If the school really is only like 2 or 3 miles away, I would have made her walk. Because it's not an impossible walk. But and it's not that, like, if more people walked and rode their bike and stuff, you'd be used to it. Like, I'm used to walking those sorts of distances.
And it's, you know, the biggest thing is, like, and it's not the walk either. And, like, I'm like, okay, if she was going to be late, she's going to freaking be late, you know? But I worry she's a pretty girl walking down the street by herself at her age.
And a cheerleading outfit. And I'm like, who's going to pick her up? That's true.
Like, it's... One thing, it's cold. I don't even care about the cold. Two, it's like how long it's going to take her there. That a little worries me more. But then who's going to pick her up?
Well, let's see. Maybe I would have made her walk, but I would have been like, you're going to change your clothes. Fucking put some fucking pants on, and a jacket, and you're going to walk to school.
She has to have 2 freaking backpacks, one for school.
That's even like double punishment because she's like, well, I need my uniform. It's like, oh, well, should have thought about that.
Yeah. Kids are... kids, dude.
That's true too. Kids are kids.
Sometimes I'm like, what did I do? But they're literally the reason I keep on keeping, you know.
They really are. That's how I am. To be as long as I have been at my job, I'm like, yeah, they're the reason.
Yeah, me, I'm like, it's not even my job. It's just like keeping me alive here, to be honest. There's a lot of times I go through shit that I'm like, why am I even here, you know? And then I'm like, fuck.
Like, oh, yeah. That's why.
Yeah, they deserve to have a good parent. At least one.
Yeah.
I mean, their other parent loves them, but he's just not willing to do the stuff that I do for my kids. But...
Well, I'm glad you're here, man.
I'm glad I'm here sometimes, too.
Well, let's get out of here. Do you have yours ready?
Yes.
All right. Go ahead.
My life lesson. I don't know my life
lesson.
Well, I guess. Okay, you go.
I have one, yeah.
Valuable life lessons.
My valuable life lesson is if you're going to punch someone, don't punch a fucking lamp. Because you'll burn your hand and you'll get your arm in a blister.
I didn't punch a hand. I went over to reach over and...
Don't punch the lamp. Don't punch the light bulb.
Don't touch a lamp. Don't touch a light bulb. Valuable life lessons. My life lesson will be a little bit serious. It doesn't matter what skin color you are. At the point we are in life here in the United States right now, it doesn't matter if you're black, brown, yellow, blue. You're going to get, like, this will affect you eventually. Yeah. You know? So, valuable life lessons.
So it should matter to everybody.
It should matter to everybody. And until it hits you, you won't understand, you know? We can't, like, change people's mind until it affects them.
And it'll start affecting people and it might be too late at that point.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah. So make sure you're on the right side of this history
right side of history,
because it's gonna be in history books.
Yeah, it is.
It will.
It's gonna be crazy. I hope some of our pictures make it to the history books.
Yeah.
Like in the textbook or something.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
We're not
But
out rioting and stuff, but
we're out there
here.
being peaceful.
Yeah.
We're out there sharing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good episode for 2 people. A two-person episode.
Because two people decided, they were sick. So
They'll be back. They'll be back.
They'll be back.
Well, they didn't decide to be sick.
I mean, yeah, they didn't decide to be sick. They were sick, so.
You know why you think they decided to be sick?
No.
Because you were raised homophobic and you just assume everybody chooses to be things.
Hey, but I'm not homophobic.
Yeah, not anymore. You're a little gay yourself, I think. Yeah, I was just fucking. I don't think there's a gay bone in your body.
I don't think so either. I mean, I find women attractive, but I don't.
But you're not gonna eat
No.
their pussy?
No. No.